Hi guys, hope everybody is doing well. Today I've got a few more interesting items I've picked up recently. I've not picked up a whole lot recently, but these are the items I've picked up. We've got one exciting item from Australia, and then we've got some other items I've picked up more locally. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this is a very early double bar coach wrench, and it's extremely early. You can tell that the head is extremely thin. And my buddy John from Northern Ireland has got two examples of this, and it's made by a company called Threshol's, or Threshol's Monkey Wrench. Probably not pronouncing that right. He was born in 1814, and he died in 1885. And he's from Warrington, I believe. And he made this wonderful type Threshol's whatever monkey wrench. He also made ones very similar to this, and I believe this is the same manufacturer, because I've seen them marked identical with the same manufacturer. This is marked. You can see it says Warrington Threshol's or whatever, and this is I believe is the same company. You can see that the way that the banding is very similar, and the design and the shape, and you can see the mechanism is very similar. And this is very early, from 1851, so very early, 1845, 1851, very early British monkey wrench. You can see that the designs are very similar. Don't know if you can see, very similar design, similar. So, and very pointy, sharp, thin heads. I really like the style of them. I really think they're my favourite sort of style of the double bar coach wrench. So I was really pleased to pick that up off a chap off eBay. So that was a great addition, and a very rare monkey wrench indeed. And then a friend of mine contacted me and said they had a couple of spanners if I was interested. And one of them was this Fastfit number 2. And I looked at it, I thought, I'm sure I've got one of those, but it seems slightly different to the one I've got. So I had a look at what I've got, and I've got a few examples, but they're more like this. So it's the same design, but it's got the stamp in the middle. I've got two sizes of that one. And then here, I've got another design, Fastfit. This has got a number 2, and this has got a tyre spoon on the end of it. So this is a completely new design of the same style of Fastfit wrench. So I thought that was really good, and I was quite pleased with that. So I looked on eBay, and I found a small version, a number A Fastfit, same mechanism, same everything. So Fastfit were sort of around 1910 to 1926. For them. You can see the tyre spoon, they come in 4, 6, 8 and 18 inch. I don't have the 18 inch, but I think I have, and I don't think I have that design in I think I've got the 10 inch one. So the 10 inch one of that design, but that to me is a smaller version. So I'm guessing that's interesting. But anyway, we've got the Fastfit design, which I showed you before, and then they've got this nut wrench type, which I do have a few of these nut wrench types. Fastfit, or Fast Nut they're called, number 2, which is that one there in the picture, and you can see the advert there for the Fastfit with the mechanism and sizes. And I do have a few of those as well, Fast Nut with the flexible heads on them. So I thought that was quite good. I was quite pleased with that. So nice additions. And off the same chap, I got this rather nice Millennium auto grip. Now, I think talking to Roger, I remember there being a story about the auto grip where there was something, the manufacturer or the guy who designed it had a dispute with somebody else who copied it, and he actually drilled nearly all the ones he had. He ground off the patent information on them all. And I happen to have one off Roger with the original patent information on it. But most of the ones you find of these, this has been ground off and this was ground off by the guy, and I think it was some sort of fight. So I've got one ground off and one not, and it's the same thing, same tool, but obviously this one escaped the grinding. So I got those two together, and then this one I found on eBay. After finding this, I had a look and I found a new example, so I was quite pleased with that. And then I was talking with Alex on the phone about, he showed me, I think, a 15-inch HD Smith & Co. 1900 monkey wrench, and I saw this one on eBay, so I decided to buy it. You don't see them very often. I only have 3 sizes of this. I think I've got an 8, a 10 and a 12, I think, or maybe a 6, 8 and 12, something like that. So I was quite pleased with that. How big is that big one? Is it a 12? Yeah, it's a 12-inch, so that must be a 6-inch. So I was quite pleased with that, a new addition to the collection. So 3 sizes now, very good. And then I'll show you the last item I got, which is this one here, which I've got this little small 00 bench vise, quite cheap, quite oily. I just bought it because it was small. I thought it was quite cute. Wasn't a lot of money, but it's quite filthy, needs a clean. Right, this one I'm going to talk about separately, so let's get on with it. Right, so the last thing I'm going to talk about separately, I recently got this from a wonderful guy from Australia who posted it in a Facebook group about 3 years ago, and I stumbled across the image, and this is a very, very rare early J. Asprey wrench, probably circa dated 1880s, something like that. Asprey made some wonderful designs from the 1860s all the way through to the 1862, and there's many different designs. I don't have versions of every design. I don't have a version of this design here. I don't have a version of this design or of this with this type of handle, but I do have a good selection of them, and these are some of my favorites. So we've got the XL, which is a great design, and I've got 2 sizes of this. I'm not sure how many sizes it came in. And then we've got this is a new one. Nash Rathbone once found one of these, wonderful Nash. This is a great design, channel design. This one works really well. The one what Nash had was completely worn out, the channel for the worm screw. And then we've got this one, which is a later design, which is a bit more, you know, foolproof, less likely to just fall apart. I've got 2 sizes of that. And then this, I've got a full set, which is quite amazing considering it's from the 1860s. Timmins and Son patent. And this one is a 5 sizes. And then so on, you've got these ones here with the sort of indentation grooves on the handle. Most you find from this period have the hexagonal or octagonal handles, but this has got that, maybe it's for grip or something with slippy hands, but that's how you can tell quite often these are Marples. Asprey. You can tell lots of them have this sort of crinkle cut design. So this one here is a completely new and unknown example. So he kindly shipped it and I paid the shipping from Australia, and it's absolutely magnificent. So thank you very much. It's a great, and he also sent me the pattern drawings, which I don't have to hand, which is really, really cool. So this is a great addition, and I'm looking forward to adding it to the collection. So without further ado, I've waffled on and waffled on and waffled on. Let's get things put away. Right guys, so time to put away as we discussed. So we've got the little Fastfit, so that's a great addition. We'll pop that there, and then we've got this new addition, the bigger Fastfit, which we'll plonk that down there. I've got 3 sizes of the quick adjust Fastfit, and I've got several different models and designs of that, plus lots of different Fastfit open end wrenches, quite a selection of those. So quite pleased with that for the floppy head draw, really pleased. Let's move on to the next. Right, so the next art is the Aspreys of London, or should I say Aspreys of don't know where. Really cool, really cool wrench. So I was really pleased to add that to the collection. And I've got several different, as you can see, I've got a full set plus a couple of doubles of that design. And then Nash Rathbone found this one, and he actually made a thumb screw to try and make it fitted, was really cool. Yeah, and so really pleased with that addition. And then just here we've got my HD Smith drawer, and we've got this new edition of this HD Smith sort of wrench. So we'll pop that in there, and I'm quite pleased with that. I think my HD Smith drawer is pretty decent, really. Got quite a few models and designs. Not a vast collection of those type, but a little bit of everything. All right, let's move on to the next. So we've got this wonderful Thistles design, which I'm really pleased about. A very early design indeed. Doesn't feature in Ron's book, but I know it to be Thistles from my good buddy John in Northern Ireland. So this is the Thistles, and that will go really nicely, and probably put it that way around, I think. Really nicely in my monkey wrench kind of drawer. I believe that one could be a Thistles as well, with a smaller handle, but also is unmarked, or the marks have worn away. All right, let's go to the next drawer. And then the next drawer, I've got my Millennium wrench, which is a new edition, with the ground off patent or patent number. There's also the automatic wrench, which is here. And then we've got the Millennium. So I've got 2 examples of each of those, which I'm quite pleased about. Nice wrenches. Also, I was talking with my good friend Alex the other day, and he managed to find a really excited Van Dials. I'm really looking forward to it arriving. So I was getting them out and looking at what models I had, and I worked out I've got 4 sizes of the Van Dials patent. I've got the number 5, 4, 2 and 1, and then of the Van Dials Holland, I've got the 6, 3, 2 and 1. So a few sizes yet to go, but I'm pretty pleased about that. And then last but certainly not least, I suppose that little 00 there, mostly because I don't want to walk to the garage because it's raining, to stick it in there. But for the minute, it's made it on the good shelf with the miniatures, but I might move it at some point. All right, thanks for watching. If you got this far and you got through this waffle, all right, take care, have a great day, bye.